guys? I know it's been a long time since I've seen any of you or posted anything. It's because dude, life happens, shit gets crazy. Long story short, life just gets crazy, man. And I just kept on building some stuff. The old golf cart you guys saw in, I guess last video I posted, I actually did get it running and driving. I tried to upload a post of what happened, but I ended up getting it up to like 60 miles an hour, chain broke, it fried completely, black and purple. It was wild. Went through the body into the fuel cell, and it took up like a 6-inch gash. You can see it all the way across, and it went up in flames. And so working on something that long, that hard, it just killed everything and the vibe of wanting to continue with YouTube and like uploading videos. I'm sure some of you guys can imagine how that can go. So, but I did get running driving like a year later, and it was awesome. Drove around a lot, but now I got a new one, and I want to share that with you guys now. Alrighty, now as you guys can see, I did already tear it apart, did the wiring. I wasn't gonna share this process, but a lot of people asked that are still in contact with me, hey man, what's going on? So this is the new golf cart. It has a full roof and a back seat, and it's a lift kit, came with the wheels and tires. I actually traded the original golf cart for it. This engine came from a donor, gave it to me like a year and a half ago. I still have it, but I did mess up. I was kind of in a hurry when I took that engine apart, so some wiring still a little jacked up. I am getting power to the dash, so that's good. It came out of a 2006 Kawasaki Ninja 650R, so I'm pretty pumped about that. I am going to be using the transaxle factory golf cart. I did just have this stainless steel piece. I'm going to tell you guys what I end up doing. Actually, it's backwards. So this stainless steel piece came out of the centrifugal clutch, the factory one. It did not have the keys slotted, and then I also had to get it milled down to 1.25 inches so I can fit my hub. But what I do is I end up taking, after I took the centrifugal clutch off, I realized this is so thin, I didn't want to put all that power to this and possibly break it. So I decided to take the internal slider, internal shaft out of the centrifugal clutch, cut it up, got this out, sent off to a machine shop, I think for $100, which he's kind of a friend of mine. For $100, he milled it down to, like I said, 1.25 inches, and he put the slot in there. So that's the game plan. Obviously, here's the sprocket here. We're gonna run a straight sprocket, and this is small, so I can get on this currently without getting it too modified. This is 17 tooth. I believe this is a 15. So I'm hoping it's geared low enough so I don't have to do another jack shaft, because guys, I had so many problems out of that jack shaft system, and I really don't want to do it again. So I'm gonna try to just gear as low as I can, just make it work. So following problem is, this is, instead of an oil-cooled engine like the Kawasaki, the other Kawasaki engine I had, Suzuki, apologize, for the old golf cart I built, having a oil pocket wasn't a big concern of mine, and all the oil lines were on the bottom, so when I had the oil cooler in the top, it was fine. I didn't have any trouble. But now I'm running a liquid cooled engine. I was going to try to run it all the way up to here, but I didn't want to hack the body up too much, and to have it up high enough so I can get the air pockets out. Well, then obviously I'd have to run all the coolant lines underneath the golf cart body, and that would just cause a lot of air pockets, mostly because here's one, upper one, and behind here, honestly, I'm just running some test hose, and there's a lever. So having air pockets would be a big deal, and I was just trying to think, all right, what can I do to eliminate that problem? And I don't really like the idea, but I'm thinking I'm gonna stick it on the back in this general area, so I won't have air pocket problems. And then obviously, but I'm still gonna be a concern of I will be pulling obviously hot air from the engine compartment into the radiator. Now I will be running a secondary 10-inch cooling fan, just like I did on the other golf cart right here, so that'd be blowing. And then I really want to reuse the original tank. Obviously the bike was wrecked, this is part of the damage, but there's a seat that goes over this, and I'll still be able to pop this open. Anyways, but I still want to use that, but I just know it's going to look a little goofy and not the best idea, but at least it's just hot water if something would to go wrong, and it'd be blowing onto the fuel tank, which I would think it'd be okay. I mean, I don't think it's gonna get that hot. I never did have any heat problems with my old one. And obviously blowing cool air all the way through, I should be okay. Now, the exhaust problem is another slight problem I'm having. Is right here is the 2 exhaust ports. And I had to raise this engine just high enough from the front engine mount that I can get the tubing in and then loop it back and then over and around. Well, I'm gonna have to come up a little bit high and then miss this coolant line. And I'd like to go left, but all the damn electronics are on this side of the engine. And if I throw them on this side, a lot of the wires won't reach. And I have to, it'd just be a lot more trouble than it is. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the old golf cart. I'm going to do the Quelle DeVille car exhaust up and then to a 2.5 inch pipe and then run that back and around and then down out the back. I'm thinking about also maybe doing a side dump because I think that'd be cool, mostly because of the secondary problem. Another problem I have. So if I go up any higher with the engine, the intake breather throttle body is gonna hit the seat. But I can go lower, but right here, I probably have 7 inches of ground. And then probably a foot from the rear, maybe about a foot from the point of the tip of the drain to the back axles of the tire. So I'm really concerned about if I would to go off-roading, I can easily damage it. Because as you can see from the bottom of the golf cart, you can see how low it sits. And I did also have the other original golf cart sitting low, but it wasn't sitting this low. So that's kind of like another little slight problem. And obviously I want to stretch the wires again. Dash is going to be up here like usual. And I'm going to do a hand shifter clutch right here in the center with the shifter and the clutch handle all on the same one because there's not much room on the left side of the brake pedal for the clutch pedal. And also I don't feel like going out of my way of trying to make another clutch cable because that was a really big hassle with the buggy I built. It's probably, you'll see it in an intro video. The blacked out buggy has the same engine I had in the golf cart. I think it was pretty freaking, I think it was an animal. So I think I got the rough part pretty much figured out. So from here, I'm just gonna try to keep you guys up to date. I do have a whole bunch of other projects I'm gonna be doing in the meantime, like the Mustang in the back. I picked that up, 2010 Mustang V8 5-speed, obviously. I ain't done automatic stuff. It's got some shit done to it. And then in the back, I got the 2007 Harley Dyna Street Bob. Love it. I got to do some work on that. Nothing crazy, just upgrades. And then I have a 2015 Razor now, 900S. It's got some work done to it. Engine and tranny stock, but everything else is pretty much aftermarket. I'll get that out. But right now, I have some problems with it. I don't feel like messing with it, so I'm sending it to Polaris in a few days. Then, so we do have a lot of projects going. If you guys want to stick around and watch, that'd be freaking awesome. And I want to do my best to continue making videos for you guys. And I think what happened mostly was after the golf cart caught on fire, it killed me inside, and then also spending 3 hours or 4 hours trying to edit everything, trying to make it look cool. It just turned into a major job, and I was just like, man, it's just not worth it for 50 subscribers, which is fine. I'm grateful for all of you guys. So anyways, I do plan on doing some, I mean, I know neons are kind of like not really cool. Sometimes it can be cool. I do kind of would like to get some like rock lights on the golf cart at some point, and also radio. I think it'd be pretty cool, like some subs or something, because I'm going to build this a way better quality than I did the other golf cart, because it was just threw together and on a budget, because I was right there in the point of my life where it started kind of going down, so I was on kind of on a tight budget. But now we can make this one look good and be something to be proud of. But I really appreciate you guys. Enjoy the outro video. See you guys. Love you.